And I'm Shannon Bethel.
And tonight at 7, we will be talking about the Watts Riot.
On August 11th, Marquette and Ronald Frey were pulled over by white officers who then proceeded to arrest them because they believed that Marquette Frey was under the influence.
They beat both of them like they were animals. Witnesses saw the incident and proceeded to take action. This is what started the whole riot. It lasted 6 days, and the whole Watts neighborhood was completely destroyed.
And hi ma'am, I just want to know, how has all of this affected you?
Well, I have 5 children and they got nothing to eat.
Don't touch the mic. Don't touch the mic. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. I got 5 children, they got nothing to eat. You know, I just want our men to have jobs, whole steady jobs, and I have all these people coming from different places take their jobs. My husband has been on his job for 4 years and they gave it up to somebody, an immigrant, I think. You know, I just want our men to hold good jobs so that we can have money for things. And I want to see them go outside so that they can be okay and not in fear of their lives all the time. You know, these policemen, they had ran in our house trying to see if we stole some goods, and we ain't steal nothing. How do you feel that the police are towards you?
Well, I mean, us Negroes, they hard on us, but them, what you call them Caucasians, they ain't hard on them.
So what do you think will take to end all of the police brutality?
Well, if you take Chief Parker out and rules and forces and start making these policemen think that they are higher authority than all humanity, then maybe things will work out if they be a little nicer and stop treating people like dogs.
Good morning, my name is Tamika and I'm the social media specialist. After arriving at Watts, Twitter was later flooded with tweets by Dr. King and Chief Salt Parker. Martin Luther King tweets, "I might not have had time to soothe the riot when it was in action, but Governor Brown and Chief Parker, oh, I got time today. I must be measured by my soul. The mind is the standard of the man. Skin may differ, but the affection in black and white are the same. I came out today to let you all know that we deserve freedom and we deserve it now. We are all brothers and sisters, so when you suffer, I suffer." Chief Parker has came out and said some unfortunate things, but we must not hate white people. You are somebody because you are God's child. No matter what your race is or what them edges are. Tweets goes as follows. "The Negro leadership is like a car without brakes. It keeps going without control. They continue to laugh at my men while they harass them. So I think we are missing the bigger point, that these people have lack of discipline. The law must be enforced. How can you put the men who are risking their lives for you in danger? I tell you," shaking my head. The interview had the absolute audacity to question me about my men and their character. You can measure it by noticing that they had all necessary resources to fight back, but did not have actual photographs of the Watts riot and Marquette being arrested by the highway patrolman Lee. I also have a blog post by a bystander who expresses how she felt the day of the Watts riot. "During the Watts riot, my emotions were spiraling out of control. Feelings of disgrace, disgust, and fear were running through my veins during those 6 days. There were no jobs for us blacks, no transportation, underachieved schools for our kids, and poor health care. How do you expect us to be content with this?" she writes. "It all started when Marquette Frey was pulled over for drunk driving and was handled like he was an animal. The anger that flowed through the community as we heard and watched the news pushed us to our breaking point. We're tired of always feeling inferior to the white man, for instance, always bowing down to them, doing their bidding, and staying silent for so long. For years, we've worked for them and dealt with all the crap that they've thrown at us. But now we're going to rise and stick together, overcome what's happening now." Asia.
Hi, my name is Shannon Bethel, and today we're reporting with BC News. Today we have Dr. Martin Luther King, Chief Police Parkins, and Reverend Perkins. Today we're going to be discussing the Watts riots of 1965. Now, Chief Police Parkins, can you tell us what happened?
Well, basically, March now, we pulled over these two black men, these Negroes. They were driving under the influence. We tried to take them in nice and silently, carefully, and basically, they tried to fight against my men, and we had to result in taking them from their car and putting them into our car, and that caused the other Negroes a riot. They just went out of whack everywhere, throwing rocks at my men and everything.
Do you believe the police on the scene were using too much force, or
No. These are policemen. We have to do what we have to do to make our country right. These are why we are here, to put everybody in order.
why do you think the riot started?
Oh, well, of course, because these two Negroes, they were driving and they weren't supposed to be driving. So we do what we do best as policemen. We put everybody into order, into law. These are how things are supposed to work. And these Negroes cannot do whatever they want because they're different. We have standards to go by.
And it was reported you made a remark about the black leaders in the community.
Oh, yes. And that one, yes, I remember. These black leaders, they're supposed to be uplifting these people and putting them in the right positions and forcing them to do the right things, and they're not doing that. They're making them go against the law and do what they want to. They cannot do this. The black leaders are supposed to be there to teach them right from wrong, and they're not doing this. These people are like, how do you call them? Like cars without brakes. They're out of control. They don't know what to do with themselves. They have too much power that they don't know what to do with, which is why we come into play.
Thank you. And Reverend Perkins, you stated earlier that you disagree with his opinion. Can you tell
I
us?
do disagree. I would rather discredit our community's leaders than face the problem at hand, saying that us Negroes are lawless. That is unjust and unfair. You have to treat us with respect just like everyone else.
Well, what do you think we're trying to do if you guys want to sit here and come out like apes and gorillas and do whatever you want to do? My men were out there to sit here and protect you, your people. And all you do to show us respect is throw rocks at my men and try to fight back.
Well, it is truly wrong when you add to the problem. You make it worse. You go on TV and you tell people that we are animals. That is not true.
Well, if you don't act like it, maybe I didn't have to say it.
Do you believe any Thank good you. can come out of the riots?
Well, there's a tricky question. I do believe that there shouldn't be blame passed, and I disagree with what the chief was saying about these individuals acting like animals. I believe they were acting upon how they were being oppressed with their situation in their neighborhoods. But what I will say is that we should rise together from the ashes like a phoenix and build together towards a better future with positivity.
Thank you. Now, Dr. Martin Luther King, what do you believe the community needs?
For one, I feel the community needs better opportunities because from what I have seen with these lootings, these are people that can't afford to purchase what they need. So I feel like they need better jobs. The kids need better schooling because 1 in every 3 kids are coming from a bad household and they're not doing well in school.
It's not that many.
And also we need better health care so that the people in the community could live better together.
But see, most of the people that are doing the crimes are black people on black people.
Be doing the right thing in our communities, getting people more jobs, the things that we need. Because the things that the police chief says is just outrageous. You cannot treat us like this and then expect us to behave. You get what you give.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Well, my men are not to blame. My men are doing what we are supposed to do by law.
That is right. Your man is not to blame. You're the one to blame.
No. See, I'm out here protecting your people when your people are the ones doing wrong to my people. My people are out there helping you, and all you have to show for that is you're burning houses, you're stealing things. I mean, come on. Y'all need to do better.
Well, you're the one that goes on TV and you tell the whole world that it's us.
Oh, the truth you mean?
Not the truth. It's all lies.
It's
lies.
all right there on TV. How did your little peace treaty go? How was that?
It didn't go well
Oh.
because of you.
Okay, Reverend Brookins, how did the peace meeting go?
The peace meeting actually went really good. We decided that we're gonna go a non-violent route about this. We're gonna go to the streets, we're gonna walk in peace, and the police butting in wouldn't help. So hopefully they respect our protest and they don't butt in at all.
Thank you. Well, that's the end of our panel. Thank you, Dr. Martin King, Chief Parkins,
Yeah.
and Reverend. Thank you for just coming in today and speaking. Now, reports have come in after the riots. There are currently 34 people dead, over 1,000 people injured, over 200 buildings destroyed, and over 600 buildings damaged. Also, a property loss of $40 million. This is one of the biggest riots we are having this year and thus far. Thank you and good night. Did you expect the riots to be as devastating as it was?
I didn't. It was when I got out, I was in disbelief. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And I almost broke down into tears because it was so devastating. Buildings burned down, buildings looted. I was just in complete and utter shock. I did not know what to think.